Pick up chips. Profitable decisions. No fear. Attack, chat. That's the mindset. Attack. Patient, but attack. Hello everyone, how's it going? Welcome back to another stream here on the PokerStaples channel. Thanks so much for joining me on this beautiful Sunday, and it is a big day, chat. Very much excited for this one because it is WPT main event day, $3,200 buy-in. We are playing this afternoon, just in a little bit here. I'm going to late register, but there are some great satellites going on, as well as some interesting WPT side events. So, fingers crossed, big moments for us. Let's make it happen, man. Let's go. All right. Now this is pretty nice. Quad twos, queens full, and then jacks. Basically, we get to treat it like it's the best possible hand here, and hope that they have something that can call. So it's a round robin in groups of fours, I'm assuming, and then seeded for 16 clubs. Okay. So you eliminate 8. How does it work? It's not 2 from every one because that's not enough, right? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. No, that's enough. Wait. And then round of 16. Okay, so do you choose 2 from every one and then there's some sort of like wild card beyond that, or how does it work with the Euros? Send him the intro vid for the dab to the Royal. It's true, man. It was a dab before the flop. True story. So we take this down to the satellite. Looking pretty good here. Overlay is still strong. If you guys are higher stakes players, this 320 satellite is looking like it's going to overlay 3 seats probably, which is huge. You know, there's $10,000 split between those of us playing it. So that's pretty hype as a player and pretty tough one for party poker. It's King Jack. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, Spaghetti-O. We don't want to take this one, dude. But we win, so we'll take it. Fine with me, dude. Check with the 10-6. 8-8 deuce on the flop. Should we bluff or not? I'm going to check. Our hand is pretty dog, man. It's pretty bad. This is pretty dog hand. Raise up the kings here. All right, here we go. Philip Mueller. Kings against jacks. Unlucky for Philip. Or is it? No jack. Don't do it to me, Dottie. Let's go. All right. In this spot, I'm going to fold if Philip goes all in, but call Sufane because it's pretty short. If we lose this, we're still in a great position. And like I said, we're going to have to pick up some chips, and I think this is a high EV pick up chip spots. Hopefully Raynor doesn't just shove here for 17. I have to fold. There's not enough reward to call here, even though our hand is crushing. Again, we're just trying to survive the top 10. But the upside does not match the downside there. I think shove here. We are down to 20. Again, we have to get to the top 10. Ace-8 has some good blockers. So I'm going to shove and try and take this down. They have to call really tight. But in the worst case scenario that we do find a call, we have decent equity when they have kings, queens, jacks, right? We get called from Murat. Bro, that blows. Well, it should be, I'd say ace, queen suited plus and jacks plus is what I'm assuming this range is. Which means we hope that it's queens, right? Hope it's queens or jacks, and then we have some outs. This is so bad. It's really, really bad from both of them. Both players make an epic mistake there. Really poor. We're still in the tournament. Sit up, we shove here. This opponent calls too wide, but I mean, at this point, we have an ace in the small blind. It's just going to be a shove. Like, we definitely need to pick up chips in 10th. We're not going to be able to fold our way to the money or 12th now. So it's a very clear ace-4. Again, really bad call. Definitely not the right call. We end up being slightly ahead, but like, bro, when we have like king-jack, they have 55, you know, they have 45% to bust the tournament. Whereas right now, they're basically tied for a seat, right? It doesn't make any sense. It sucks, bro. And the thing is, it costs us thousands of bucks in equity. But whatever. Jack 9 on the button. We fold. If they're playing correctly, we could probably shove here, but they're not. So we fold. This is a shove for obvious reasons. 12 of 18. Top 10 get a seat. Golf is on as well. Go Phil. Yeah, man. I mean, there he is. He got huge back on 2, man. I mean, he was up 1 to start the round, down 1 after the first hole, and now he's up 2. That's incredible. What a swing. As our shove gets through 42,000. Similar thing here. We're in 10th place. We need to pick up chips. Top 10 get a seat, so it's going to be a shove with Jack 9 suited, and hopefully they fold correctly. They're going to call too wide, which costs us money, but I still think it's the right decision to play here because If we fold, it's a hyper turbo. Blinds are going to go up to 3K, 6K. We're not going to survive through the blinds. We get, I guarantee, another dumpster fire of a call here. It costs us both money, but hopefully we can just win. Ace-Jack, I think, is actually fair on their stack size for what it's worth on 5 blinds. I think it's close, but a correct call. And we are now on a blind. So no complaints about that. I think it makes sense. They moved us to this table for some reason. I don't know. We're unlucky, chat. I don't know what to tell you. We're just unlucky. We're running pretty cold. It is what it is. I mean, of course, we got it in behind there. So be it. Okay, we're not dead yet. We might have life still. We are at 15 left in the tournament here. 5 need to bust. It's probably not going to be us here. There's 18,000 in our pot, which means that we will have 3 blinds and be dealt into the big blind, unless someone has Queen Jack or like King X2 pair or something here. In which case we'll try again. Okay. Let's see. All right, so again, I think this is similarly going to be a call here with ace-3 suited in last. But if we win this one, then we're okay, actually. We're kind of back to where we were. All right, let's run it against Andreas. We might get a walk here, too. It's possible. Certainly possible to get a walk here. Andreas can fold some hands. All right. GG, guys. All right, now in the 3K main events, so we call in the big blind with ace-3. Turns a deuce, turning us basically the nuts. Not the nuts, but basically the nuts, right? So what do we want to do here against Peter on the turn? I think check raise, especially with the double flush draw here. Check raise. I get 53,000. Easy pog shove on the river. Let's hit it. Let's hit it, chat. 53 bands. Peter, have ace-queen is great. Have even a set is fine. Have queen-5 suited. It's great. 7 of clubs on the river. Peter, if you have the nut flush, like the ace-high clubs with a 4, ace-4 of clubs or something like that, ace-3 of clubs, painfully, ace-2 of clubs, I may cry myself to sleep tonight, but we're all in. Peter folds. All right, 250,000 though. That's good. 10-9 suited. We get 2 calls. Check I like. This is a really good board for the big blind specifically. We have a 9. We have one of our... It's not a strong 9. It's not ace-9, right? It's 10-9. And it's not a very vulnerable 9 in that a 7 or an 8 aren't terrible for this hand and that we pick up a gutter. So I think it's one of the good top pairs to check back. See, queen in the turn, clear call on the turn, river's a 4. And now we've got an interesting spot with our pair of 9s, I think. And check. Too thin to value bet for sure, but we do win against ace-6. I mean, we're not going to check very many 9s, but I think 10-9 and 9-8 are like really good candidates. And 9-7, probably those 3, and then bet the rest. Over the 6s, get 3 bet from Jean-Christophe Ferreira. We will be calling Jean. And we're going to be hitting a 6 on the flop. Devilish flop, please. Ah, yeah, dude. It's an interesting flop. The thing is, I feel like Jean is going to have some queen jacks and some king queens and king jacks and 10-9 suited and 9-8 suited. Like, I think that's very much in their range. They bet 18 into 60. I think we should peel 1 here because we're still beating ace king, ace queen, ace jack, king queen, those sort of hands, right? So I think it's worth calling 1. But if the aggression continues, well, we're going to get out of the way. And I don't particularly like bluffing here. If we bluff, we're trying to bluff ace king, well, ace king and ace queen we're already beating. We're not going to bluff an overpair by betting 1. Maybe if we bet flop, bet turn and shoved river. But again, they still have the capability of having a lot of really strong hands. This small bet on the turn is quite weird because this is such a good card for our range that this doesn't make any sense, to be honest. I don't get this. I'm actually going to call again because I think they should just so frequently check there. Like just so often, I think they should check on this 9 turn. Like we have more full houses, suited connectors than they do in the spot. Even when they make like 10-9 and 9-8, they're going to want to check to induce. Well, all of a sudden, this hand has gotten a little spicy. Just because of that turn bet, I don't think makes a lot of sense. A bit of 46K. I mean, it could be 10s full, I guess. I guess I'm going to fold here. I don't know. Like, part of me just wants to go for the YOLO jam, but unfortunately they can have some really nutted hands here. The turn bet is really surprising to me, though, and weird. I don't really know what to think about that. Calling the flop here, king 9-7, turns a 4, check. Betting into the turn. We're really happy with our hand right now. We keep calling and then decide what to do on the river, which is a 6. It's okay. A few straight draws get there, like 10-8 and stuff like that, but I think we're happy with our hand, and we just take it down there. There's up jack 10. Is all right. Do we want to check raise here or just bet? I think we want to check, man, is the thing. Big flip on the 162. We won it, 37.50 bounty, up to 360k. Check raise, gets called, turns a deuce. All right, and I think we just go all in on the turn. Let's go, chat. Come on, let's go. Wow. All right, we just flopped the nuts. To someone that asked earlier, is it rare to flop a straight? It's rare, and it's nice when you do, though. We want to play call here, I think, with our very strong hands. 8 on the turn. We check. I would argue this turn is a little bit better for us than them, but still want to check here. To raise or to call, chat? I think call. I think call and let them hopefully barrel off here. It looks like it's going to work, dude. Oh, no. I think 3-bet is just good here. Just going to pure 3-bet. So we get a cold call behind. We flop an open-ender and diamonds. So I'm going to bet. I'm trying to think about what I'm doing with queens, kings, aces. I'm trying to think about how the hand's going to play out as well. If I start with a check, I can check call and give them control on the turn. The thing that kind of sucks about this line is if we bet and they call, you know, on the turn, we've got to decide, do we go for the bet jam? Are we going for bluffs? Are we going to check? And then hopefully they don't bet too big. Queen makes it kind of simple, I think. You know, we pick up top pair, which is nice. We can definitely be beat by ace queen, by aces, by kings, by sets of jacks. So we want to check call here, right? We turn top pair and an open ender, but it's not a strong hand worthy of value betting. So we just check call and go to a river. But it goes check, check, which is beautiful. River's a 5. I think we check again here. And probably win. Probably. 3,200 WPT. It's no easy play. Open up the jack 10. Peter calls. Ace, king, 4 on the flop. Pretty good flop for us. I think ace, king, ace, queen. Really likely to 3-bet. Aces and kings really likely to 3-bet. So we're going to go for a c-bet here and bigger than the 1/3. We're going to go 16,000. And I think bet again is clear. 42,000 is fine. Call 5 on the river. Interesting. The thing is, like, ace X is chopping with other ace X. We had the 10 of hearts, which sucks. I wish we had jack 10 without a heart. Better candidates to do this. There are some better hands. 2s and 3s and 6s and 7s are better. Jack 10 without a heart, queen 10 without a heart, and queen jack without a heart. There's a lot of bluffs. Well, save myself a lot of money there. Bet on the flop, call, call. Bet on the turn, call, call. I mean, you're not betting a 7. It's just so rare to bet a 7 here, I think. King, queen, I think, is the best hand. But I don't know if we're going to get the showdown here. We'll see. Queen jack is reasonable. Queen jack suited, queen jack suited, both possible. Ace queen, possible. 6 is full, possible. Quad 7's possible. So against a river bet, I think it's a clear fold. Not a clear fold is, I think it's likely a fold against a river bet. Especially because that 7 cuts down on full houses. I mean, bro, this is weird. All right, we fold now. We've still got chips to win. It's not one of those things where, like, we start to get entitled, like, oh, we're probably going to cash here. Like, maybe we'll cash. What are the, you know. No. We're not going to let that happen. Pick up chips. Profitable decisions. No fear. Attack, chat. That's the mindset. Attack. Patient, but attack. Jean-Christophe Ferreira from Canada. It's a French-Canadian name. We're probably neighbors. We could be side by side next door. We fold. Get a call from Rolandus directly behind on a big stack here. 1.1 million. And start with a check. Is totally okay. As there's a lot of throwing going on here. Check the turn. So this is pretty easy on the turn, you know, like, I guess it's not easy if they bet like 90,000, but any sort of normal sizing is pretty easy. Where it gets a little uncomfortable is on the river, in that we raise early position, they call, we check, they bet. If they triple barrel, they could have a better kicker ace. On the 5, this is clear. It's like we only lose to quad 5s. That's it. We chop against other aces and we beat bluffs. So it's a clear call on the river. Even if they shove for 3x pot, it's just a call. They bet 43,000. I guess we're all in because I don't think they're ever going to bet 43K with 5s. They just bet bigger. So we just shove. They're not going to fold an ace, are they? Yeah, we should have. Try and get them to fold an ace, I guess. I don't know. I mean, they're not going to. Only fives. Oh, they were bluffing. Oh, let's go. 530K. I mean, it's good we won the pot. Like, they didn't fold an ace. It'd be really crazy if they folded an ace. They didn't fold an ace. But they were bluffing. Betting flop, turn, and river. And peeling pre. Let's go. Sorab is really angry at Rolandas here. Up to 530, man. Come on. Some PGA Tour after. Not today, dude. Not today. I need to get that game going again, though. Is there going to be a new version next year? I hope there is. 3-6 of diamonds. Big one, dude. Oosthuizen gets one back. Filled 2 up. Whew, but a par 5 in play here. I fold. Check raise here. We shouldn't fold. Yeah, I'm going to check raise. We do have the backdoor queen of diamonds, which is nice. And 2 overcards, which is nice. And a hand that doesn't have showdown value, which is nice, right? Well, not so nice, but, you know, it's a good one to bluff with. Turns a jack. We bet again. The question is what to do on the river. Do we have the right combination to bluff on the river? Doesn't matter. We take it down on the turn. It's good. We're going to call against Jean Ferreira here. We flop top pair. All right, cool. I will mute it now. I mean, it's just so nice, dude. Call on the flop bet against Jean. Turn is an ace. Not a good turn for our hands. Good for their range as well. They're going to be raising ace-x in early position. Overbet the turn, and I think we fold here. It's frustrating. We may have the best hand. The problem is they get to play perfectly there, right? Like if they have an ace, they get to jam the river. They're going to bluff some on the river as well, of course. But they just have more aces in their range, so against the overbet, I think we have to fold. Success for them if they're bluffing. Tough spot. We're going to limp in with queen 8 here. Open the jack 9 suited. Sorab goes for the 3-bet to 38.5. Which is quite small. Jack 9 suited is nice, but it's also not nice at the same time. I think call, but it's a little bit risky here. I don't love being in this position, that being out of position. So we call. Jack 8 deuce to the flop. Pretty good flop for us with top pair. We're still losing to aces, to kings, to queens. Ace jack offsuit, king jack suited, and offsuit is going to 3-bet sometimes. Queen jack suited, jack 10 suited, and same hand jack 9 suited. So we're still beat by a lot, but wow. I bet a 63K is a wow. Wow. Why? Wow. Why the big bet? Well, folding is not an option yet. I'm just wondering if I want to check raise or not. I mean, they have 200 back with 157 in the middle. What is taken out of the range is jack 10 and queen jack, and jack 9, I would say, with that sizing. It doesn't make any sense. I just don't give them credit for having a weak jack betting 2/3. Ace jack, sure. King jack, possible. Queen to ace is possible. We're all in, I think. I don't know. It's weird. It's a really weird line. I think we're all in at this point. Picking up the open ender and the sizing, I don't think we can get away. Yo, Tom Poker NL, thanks so much for the raid, man. It's a really weird hand. I mean, pre-flop is iffy. Flop is weird flop sizing. And now on the turn, it's just like, well, what now? There's 300K in the middle, 130 back. I don't know. I can live with the chat. I can live with it. I'm not really sure what this is. It's just weird sizing, I think, in general. Flop sizing throws me off. Turn sizing where you need so much protection. I don't really know. Tom Poker NL, thank you so much for the raid. Guys, definitely check out Tom's channel. Take it, man. 664. That's huge, dude. That's a huge pot. I mean, I don't really know what was happening there. Flop sizing really threw me for a loop. We're going to raise ace-8 suited. All right, dude. Well, we have an amazing stack now. We flop an open-ender to the dream, bro. How about an ace on the turn? Ace-queen versus king-10. Print. Can we do that? Small bet and a call. We call as well. Ace on the turn. Come on. Oh! King on the turn. It's not the end of the world. We do lose to king-queen. We lose to king-jack. We lose to sets, which is all possible. I think it's pretty unlikely that either of them have ace-10. Like, maybe Stefan has ace-10 with a backdoor flush draw. But probably not super likely. Probably not a likely c-bet. Probably not a likely flat with a player behind. Bet at 121. We're behind here, bro, right? Like, we've got to be. Oh, sucks. But we have equity here. Yeah, we call. We call. And then just play the river, I think. Ace-10. Whoa. Pretty decent hand. So the earlier position the raise comes in, the more likely I'm going to call ace-jack. The later position, the more likely 3-bet. It kind of works like that. Where earlier position, we can have a more, like a bigger flatting range, and then later position, we 3-bet more. In the small blind, specifically. So against the button, we 3-bet a lot. We're going to make it 110 here. 110 to go against Philippe B. Take it. In the main events, we want to start with the check here. We flop top pair, top kicker. We're out of position quite deep here. This is going to be a check call, which seems weird, but I've looked at this spot specifically, and it is a call. You play a pure call here. So we start with a call, hope for a safe turn, where we then feel quite good about our hand, which is a 6. So this is nice. King on the river. Not the best. I mean, ace, queen, king, queen, queen 9 suited. I think probably in the range. Maybe not queen 9 suited here, but like that's a pretty bad card for ace jack. We do not win king 9. Ace 10 suited. I like this hand. We raise. And 7-5 deuce. We check. Check, check. 4 of hearts on the turn. I'm not sure if I like this bet. I mean, we can check call. We really cap our range heavily if we check, but maybe it's just better to check. Part of me was thinking like, okay, we can call raises with this hand and that we beat bluffs. And we have a nut flush draw. And we have 2 overcards. I'm not super certain on it, but we win the pot, which is fine. Oh, fold. We will check. We want to check some aces. I feel like this one is fine to do that with. And we get paid off well for it because we are a little bit deceptive here. You know, we're high up in our range. We have a pretty good hand. I mean, I think we get paid off. It is possible, of course, they have a better hand. It's pretty unlikely, though. Take it. All right. Let's raise. Raise it up. We want to play against Philippe B. We'll call in position. 3-bet works as well. Call this on. 3-4-6 of the flop. We have a gutter. We are going to bet small here with our 8-7. 4 on the turn. We have a pretty decent candidate to bluff here again, I think. 330 in there. Yeah, we're going to go for a bid of 90,000. I'm not sure if we're going to pull the trigger on the river. We have a gut shot. We don't block diamonds or spades, which makes it definitely a good river bluff. I mean, it'd be nice if we had a flush draw to go along with our gut shot. And we have 2 overcards, but we have one of the worst 2 overcards we're going to have. We check. I mean, not flush draws and ace highs improve. It's just a good card for the range. Ace 8. All right, we're all in, chat. This is it, dude. 110,000 in the middle. We got 7s. I think shove is better than call here. A lot of dead money in the middle. There can be some slow plays, but at the same time, 7s is quite good. This is a big moment. Good luck. GG. GG, chat. Until next week, we are dead in the WPT main event.